Key WCAL basketball action coming your way from Jeromesville. Even ESPN is here. The Falcons version of ESPN in the student section ready to go as the Falcons look to continue its path to a conference championship. However, Chippewa, a team that just knocked off Smithville a week ago, looking to do the same to the Falcons and ruin their chances. It's the Chips, it's the Falcons coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, with pregame coming your way next.
I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH.REPORT.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut. Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Berardi, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
You're not the only one. This can be heavy. Tell me about your mother.
I want to break free.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
We welcome you inside the Bendon pregame show. And folks, yeah, you got a little look at what you're going to see on Super Bowl Sunday with that Pepsi commercial. Hilarious stuff, but big stuff going on here inside the nest tonight. The Hillsdale Falcons 6-3 despite that loss to Waynedale. They stay alive thanks to the team they play tonight, Chippewa, knocking off Smithville. We'll talk more about the standings and whatnot as we go on, but let's get inside here to this pregame show. I am Travis Berardi alongside Jonathan Langdon. And Jonathan, this is a big game in the WCAL. Hillsdale, the bounce back after a couple losses to Triway Waynedale. They did beat Northwestern, but they need to get back on track. And for Chippewa, they got to keep rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Hillsdale's welcoming in the home wreckers of the WCAL so far this season. I mean, Chippewa's knocked off some really good competition to start out the year, and they've made this league race as interesting as it is coming into tonight. And let's see if they shake it up even more.
Yeah. Taking a look at the team spotlight for Chippewa, they've won 6 of their last 7 games after starting 4-5. 17th in the D5 Northeast District RPI out of 35, so they keep moving up. They need a couple more wins. D5 is just a tough district. And you're seeing their shooting. They're a good team inside the paint, 48%. They can hit the 3 every once in a while, and free throw shooting, pretty darn good as well. As you see Smithville, that win by 3, and then they put up 80 against Rittman. This is a team that is scoring the basketball.
And that's the recipe for success for such a good team. If they can score it inside, they can shoot the three ball well, but most of the time they're going to pass up those shots to get some great looks inside. That's what Chippewa does so well, and that's why they're so dangerous in high-level games where it gets close towards the end.
And speaking of dangerous, one of the leading scorers in the conference, Johnny Telloni, 17.9 points per game, 5.8 rebounds. He's shooting 45% from the field, the team's leading scorer in rebounding in a balanced squad that has 4 or 5 players averaging over 7 points per game.
And that's what you want from your leader. You want a guy that you can trust to go get a bucket, and that's exactly what Johnny Telloni does for this team. And it just kind of trickles down to everybody else, the efficiency that this team has offensively. That's what's going to help them if they can win tonight.
And now the team spotlight for the Falcons before we take a break for the anthem. Still 2 games behind Smithville, 1 game behind Norwayne for first and second in the conference. 4 of their 5 losses by a combined 11 points. That's how close they've been, and you see their shooting not bad inside, a little bit worse outside, but if they can get that 3-point shot going, they'll be pretty good. They'll be pretty well off, but they still have a chance at the conference championship.
And they embody why this league is so exciting this year, just very good in close games, and it's just going to be entertaining if things get close down to the wire.
So, just about ready for the national anthem. So while that goes on, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the player spotlight for the Falcons, keys to victory, and tip-off of this big WCAL contest.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Why would you throw that?
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
When in Philly.
Works every time.
Back here inside the Bendon pregame show for this WCAL matchup between the Falcons and the Chips. And let's get back into our pregame show and take a look at our player spotlight for the Falcons. He was sick against Waynedale. They lost by 4. He wanted to play badly. Chomping at the bit to get back into a big game, and that is Knox Lewis. 12 points per game, 7 rebounds, only 1 turnover as well through 13 games. Knox is just that big presence inside, Jonathan, that the Falcons need back just to straighten things out.
And the way that they looked against Waynedale, just unfortunately coming out with the loss, it speaks to a lot of how much they need a guy like Knox and how he's been so good so important to their success this season. It's great to have him back. It's great to be here in this gym at home against a team like Chippewa with a guy like that in the trenches.
Yeah. Now it's time for our keys to victory, and let's start with the Falcons of Hillsdale and convert offensive rebounds. Their games against Triway and Waynedale, they were getting the rebounding. It's just they weren't able to put it back up and in. They got to convert those rebounds, and they got to get to the line. That gets them. They're a pretty good shooting free throw team, but also get the main players from Chippewa into foul trouble, and you'll be in good shape. Now the keys to victory for the Chips, and then I'll let Jonathan give his 2 cents on both. But for the Chips, the turnover margin. Waynedale was able to win. They they forced more turnovers than they turned it over against the Falcons and got the win, and then forced the three. Only 2 players really have the ability to hit the 3 for the Falcons. That's Troy Bennett, who is back. Welcome back, Troy. And then Lowen Ferguson. So you just shut down that 2-point play that's been so good for the Falcons and make them beat you from around the arc.
Yeah, pass up good shots for great shots. Just get some decent looks inside, and then if you're looking at how you handle this Hillsdale team, it starts on the glass. So if you can keep Kale and Knox off the board as much as you possibly can, you're going to see some potential success, especially early on in this first half. I think we're going to figure out everything we need to know about this game in the first 8 minutes.
Starters: Lewis, McFadden, Ferguson, Kale Lewis, Jake Haven for the Falcons. Porter Borman out with sickness once again. This team has not been a full squad for quite a while, but they're going to look to do it short-manned once again, and they get off to a good start as Kale Lewis with the return to sender. It'll be the first possession for the Falcons here tonight.
Yeah, and that's always good to see. Like, if you're a team that's healthy and you're still towards the top, or unhealthy and you're still towards the top of the standings, that speaks to the resilience that your group has.
So the deflection goes out of bounds, but will stay with the Falcons. Lewis gets it to Ferguson. Ferguson now the leading scorer on the squad by 2 points, and he's going to work an early foul. That will go against Grady McNabb, his first, the team's first. Burke Hughes, Grady McNabb, Cam Hall, Luke Blaz, and Johnny Telloni are the starting 5 for Chippewa. Ferguson. Well, hello. Kale Lewis. I mean, that's play of the night already there.
Yeah, it only took us 40-something seconds. So great job by Kale getting inside, forcing a foul on some of the big fellas for Chippewa. And this is a great start for the Falcons.
Lewis short on the free throw, but it's 2-0. And back comes Chippewa, left side 3 just off the mark. And there's Knox with the board.
I think Hillsdale's success is going to come running the floor like this.
Offensive board, put back up and in. Kale's got 4. 4-0, 1 minute gone by. Here comes McNabb. Actually, this is Hall all the way in. He misses it, and Knox right there again with the board. Welcome back, Knox Lewis. 2 quick rebounds already. Ferguson spinning with the floater. Just off the mark. Rebound finally taken out of there by Luke Blaz, and they get their first board of the game. Ahead to Hall. Hall floats it again, rejected, but it's kept by Hughes. Hughes passes it but turns it over.
This is great defense in transition by Hillsdale, and they're doing a good job forcing the issue on the other side, just running the floor, getting a quick 4 points to take this early lead.
Hayden McFadden gets a screen from Lewis, the mid-range jumper in and out, but an offensive rebound. Over to Jake Haven, who's starting in place of Borman. I think that was deflected, but nonetheless it's going to be rebounded and taken out by Chippewa. Into the corner for Telloni. Double team, gets through that. Oh, great pass inside, layup goes. And the Chips are on the board thanks to 2 points from Luke Blaz.
Yeah, nice searing pass, just goes right through that Hillsdale defense. Got to tighten it up in the paint.
4-2 here, coming up on 5:40 left opening quarter. Haven, patient with it, he takes it, and he's going to try a Ferguson floater and does it.
Yeah, taking a page out of the sophomore's book.
But not back in transition. Kale Lewis wasn't, and Haven will be called with the foul. For a second, I thought easy bucket for Chippewa, but look at Kale Lewis just getting back, getting the deflection, and then Haven will get called with the foul on the backside. Telloni will be inside the AMVETS post-1969 free throw zone. 74% free throw shooter, drains the first, 6-3.
And this is their guy that they're going to be looking at all game long to give them answers, not just on the offensive side, but defensive side. Also, he's the leading rebounder for this team. He leads by example for this group, and that's what is going to be needed against a Hillsdale team that's towards the top of the standings just like they are.
Oliver Riggenbach checks in for Blaz for the first substitution of the night. Second free throw coming up here. In, out, and back in. 2 for 2 goes Telloni, and it's a 2-point game. Little three-quarter court pressure here by the Falcons. Almost a walk, but McFadden was able to get it in. No look pass inside, layup good.
And yes, you talked about it. He's the leading scorer for this team, but he also has the vision, just like he did his freshman year.
Jake Haven, what a play. I mean, we've already had 3 nominees for top play of the night. Watch the effort from Jake Haven here as it gets tossed over, diving for it, and then forces the turnover.
I'll tell you what, Lowen's fighting for his life himself.
He'll put up a floater. Off the back iron, doesn't go, and the rebound back out the Chippewa. And they go up ahead and tie it up. Or actually, I should say, get it to within 2.
Yeah, Telloni and this Chippewa offense is making me work real hard. We are running back and forth here in this game.
Pass inside to Haven. Haven strong with it, a little too strong. Kale with it, up and under. That doesn't go, and it will stay with the Falcons after a couple offensive boards. Here's the whole situation. Haven a little too strong.
And Haven, not a typical starter, but he's doing all the right things to do his best to try to earn himself some more PT.
8-6 the score as we approach the midway point of this opening quarter. McFadden tried to get it inside to Kale, and they will turn it over. First turnover by the Falcons. Pace playing to the side of Hillsdale. They like to get up in transition. They like to get into transition off of some steals as well. But the Chips sticking around.
Yeah, you could say that's the identity of this entire WCAL. Everybody loves to run. They love to use their athletes. They've got such an athletic group of kids every single year. And Hillsdale playing to their strengths, a team that just went to the state championship in football.
Yeah, but the Falcons also playing shorthanded once again. Porter Borman, usually a starter, he's out with sickness. So that floater all the way around and out, and guess what? First rebound in a while by Troy Bennett. Welcome back. He had an ankle injury, getting limited time tonight, but that means he's able to play. Falcons, though, Ferguson pickpocketed, and we'll get back. Troy Bennett, one of the best defenders on this squad, Jonathan, so having him in the lineup at any time, it's just a boost for the squad.
Yeah, and I mean, whatever he brings offensively, that's going to be another big piece to him because Lowen leading the way in scoring, but he loves to facilitate as well, and when he's got a scorer like Troy, it's certainly going to help him.
That's airballed and rebounded out by Knox Lewis. He's also the second best three-point shooter behind Ferguson on the team, so having that back is a big help.
And that's something that is surprising to see Hillsdale struggle with a little bit here in the league. Shooting from 3, they did such a good job at it last year, but as you said, it's evaded them in spurts.
McFadden back to Kales. We hit 3 minutes left in this first quarter. There's Knox. Patience with him. Gets it over the Bennett for 3. In and out. And a long rebound out to the Chips as they get into transition. Hughes in the corner with the 3. That's just off the mark. But an offensive rebound? No, it is not. On the line, out of bounds. But watch the quickness, how he gets set right here. Gets the shot off. That's pretty impressive, even though he just was off the mark.
And something I was going to say on the other side, for Cale Lewis, it feels like every single rebound that that's been available in this game, he's had at least his hand on. So that's all you really ask for. Just put yourself in those opportunities to get those rebounds. If you don't get them, just make sure you're working hard at it.
And his brother helping out as well. Knox already with 3 rebounds on this one. Oh, little gift to Knox right there. Almost stolen away, but deflected right into his hands for 2. It's 10-6. And we'll get a look at that replay right now, brought to you by Heffelfinger Meats. Just so close to being a steal, instead it's 2 for the Falcons.
That's a great bounce if you're the Falcons. That fell right into the hands of that player inside, able to get that bucket.
2's on the clock on the Simonson Construction Services scoreboard here in the opening quarter. 4-point Falcon lead. Hughes skips it out front to Hall. Telloni from mid-range Too much on that one, but an offensive board. This is Corbin Gasser into the game as a sub. Hughes will try another corner three. That one in and out. And Knox fights his way, and he'll get a foul drawn on the rebound. 4th rebound for Knox Lewis here tonight. Foul's going to go against Riggenbach, his first, team's 3rd. One of those tight ends, linebackers from the football team, so you know he's a strong one.
Yep.
That's the only way they were able to keep that rebound. McFadden, catch, release 3, short.
And it surprises me that a lot of tight ends in football don't typically play basketball, so whenever you get one able to get them out to the hardwood, they usually are a big impact player.
Couple offensive boards this time on the other end. And just like that, it's 10-8. Riggenbach with the 2. Ferguson, under 90 seconds left in this opening quarter. Bennett will get a 3. Bennett hits the 3.
Welcome back, buddy. Great shot.
And we'll take a look at the 3 after a McFadden foul. It's his first, team's 2nd. (13-8), largest lead so far. Like we said, Troy hasn't played since the first game of the Florida trip. That was right after Christmas. Transition, blocked again by Kale. He'll get the run out now. It's a 2-on-2 over the Bennett. Thought about the 3, he'll take it, in and out. There's Kale again. No, a second chance for him. This time is true. Kale Lewis is having himself a night.
Bully ball from the Falcons early in this game. They lead it by 7 now.
2 blocks for Kale already. A few rebounds and 6 points. Almost had another one. He did get a deflection. Knox with the board.
And it's not like Chippewa's not getting great looks. They're doing a great job press breaking, but it's great recovery by Hillsdale that's really helping them right now.
Kale Lewis, 8 points, 3 blocks. And that's going to be a foul against McNabb. That'll be his 2nd, team's 4th. So for the final 23.5 after the inbound, the Falcons will be in the bonus. Ferguson works his way around. Falcons looking like they will hold for the last shot of the quarter. They'll get the ball out of the quarter break as well. McFadden straight away to Kale with 8. Now to Ferguson. He'll try the left side 3. A little bit short. Rebound is going to be taken by Chippewa and will get a foul. Well, we won't get a foul. It was just out of bounds for Lewis, so 2.4 left for Chippewa.
That's a good break, too, because Chippewa was sitting on the bonus. They could have gotten some free throws there.
Heave at the buzzer. Short, and that'll do it for quarter number 1. Fast start by the Falcons. Lead at 15-8 after 1.
Feel like I should go.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Why would you throw that?
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
When in Philly.
Works every time.
Quarter number 2 about to begin. Falcons lead this one 15-8. Travis Berardi back here with Jonathan Langdon. And Jonathan, the Falcons happy to have a healthy Knox Lewis in the lineup. 5 rebounds already. Kale Lewis doing what he's done all year long, 8 points and 3 blocks.
Yeah, they're happy with a healthy lead too. So they're winning the rebound battle 13-9. That's been the big key today. And they're also knocking down their threes. However, Cale can't get that.
But he can get that. I mean, come on. I think I have him as 4 rebounds and enough hustle for a whole team. I mean, he knew his miss right off the bat, went for it, got the offensive board and the bucket, and it's a 9-point Falcon lead.
And hey, those Lewis boys are the definition of heart over height. They lost such a tall presence in Brady Critchbaum playing at Ashland now, but they bring back those guys that are just going to be tenacious on the glass, crash the board, and do a great job.
And a turnover. Out to McFadden. Hayden got it. Timeout, Chippewa. The Falcons with a rush here to start. 4 points in the quarter, but they've got their lead up to 11.
And it's because he plays like this, getting out in transition, forcing turnovers, getting blocks. Just whatever happens defensively. Usually you bear better fruit on the offensive end. So, I mean, you can't get much better than a block, but you can get the bucket on the other end pretty quick.
Want to welcome everybody watching on the OH Report this evening, as well as we welcome you in to the NFHS Network. 2 teams towards the top of the WCAL, as the Falcons still fighting for a conference championship thanks to Chippewa's win over Smithville last week. Falcons will need some help.
But by the way the season has gone, it feels like they're going to get it. It's been really interesting at the top this year.
Yeah, this reminds me of the Northern 10 a couple years ago, where 2 teams were fighting for the championship and it ended up with 4 on the final day of the regular season, splitting it. So it can be done for the Falcons. They'll need help, but they'll need to win out in the conference. They still play Smithville and Norway one more time on the schedule. Falcons going with the 1-3-1 now. Here's Hughes. Gets it into the corner and then back to him. Oh, nice pass inside, but the layup too much. Offensive board, though, taken by Blaz. And they'll get another attempt. Left side corner 3 is good. First 3 of the night.
And Telloni, a little frustrated, wants to see those bigs finish inside. So he doesn't have to take threes like that.
7 for him. It's an 8-point game. And that's what we saw from Hillsdale last few games, is where they were rushing it, but now it's Chippewa that's doing that. Knox off the mark. Had a chance at the offensive rebound. That time it wouldn't fall. And back comes Chippewa looking for back-to-back buckets, back-to-back threes possibly. They got it.
Whatever was said in the timeout is working in loads here for Chippewa.
It's a 5-point game, 19-14. 2 minutes gone by here, second quarter. Ferguson. Great defense there by Riggenbach. Now it's the Bennett. Bennett all the way in. His ankle doesn't look like it's hurting anymore. Great take to the hole. He's got 2 more.
And if he's more healthy than coaches maybe thought, that's a great win if you're Hillsdale.
Turnover. Ferguson thought about the 3, saw a defender coming in, goes up and under, gets fouled, and he will get 2 free throws. That was a good presence of mind there. Most players would take that shot, not seeing that defender coming from the left side, but he felt it, ball faked, and then was able to go in and draw the foul against Telloni. That'll be his first. First free throw drops for the first point of the night for Mr. Ferguson. Lowen on the season, 82% free throw shooter. Against Norwayne, broke a school record 16 made free throws, I should say. 16 of 19 he was in that.
He goes 2 for 2 right there.
And he's got 2 points. It's back up to a 9-point lead. Oh, wow.
And I got to wonder how much longer Hillsdale's going to stay in that press. It seems like Chippewa's figured something out.
Back comes Ferguson, step back three, nothing but nylon.
Nice touch, Coach.
I'll get knocked out of bounds, and here's the three by Lowen. First field goal of the night for him. Ten-point Falcon lead. Inside, rejection again. And it'll go out of bounds to the Falcons.
And I got to give credit to Coach for Chippewa. This is a great play design. They get a great look inside. Just nobody's able to finish at the rim right now.
4 blocks. (26-16). Falcons led by 11 earlier before a 6-0 run. Put Chippewa back into it, but now it's the Falcons with a 5-0 run. Ferguson deflected, but out of bounds was Chippewa, and it'll stay with the Falcons.
That was a heat check right there, just trying to get himself open. It was a good look, but a good recovery by Chippewa to get the block.
Alistair Nyonke will check in now, the junior, and it's a turnover. Layup contested again by Lewis. Goes off of Ferguson, and it'll stay, and another deflection by Cale Lewis on the defensive end.
I mean, I got to give credit, Chippewa. They're still challenging, trying to get inside, get some tough looks, maybe draw some fouls, but Whistle's been in the pocket of these officials all game long so far.
Riggenbach, way too much, and Cale comes down with it. 5th rebound for him. Ahead to Knox. Knox gets it. 4 points for Knox. 12-point Falcon lead midway through the second. I mean, Cale Lewis is everywhere.
And so's Lowen Ferguson.
Yeah. Take a look at the replay. Brought to you by Heffelfinger Meats. I think he did hit the hand of Hughes, who knocked it out of bounds.
And I can always applaud a defender that knows time and situation, and whoever can contest, get some hands on steals, but also able to force it out on the other team.
Cale with the bucket. $12 points to lead all scores. Trap broken. Back come the Falcons. And this time, the Chips are able to score.
Yeah, great take right there. That's probably the best looking shot inside we've seen today from Chippewa.
18 now for Chippewa. It's a 12-point game again, 30-18. Cam Hall with a nice take to the hoop there. Composed that time as well. McFadden up and under, but he's called for the travel. We'll still take a look at it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That was a great move. I love that.
Jump, stop, 1-2, yeah. But still, quite the highlight.
Can I see it one more time?
Yeah, let's look at it one more time. We'll see. I think right there, 1, 2, 3.
I think if he jump stops and keeps those 2 feet down at the same time, that's not a travel.
Yep. But the right call by the refs, I believe.
Crayfaldi would be proud.
Yes. Falcons now in a 2-3 zone. That is how you break a 2-3 zone right there.
I mean, at this point, what's stopping you from just going straight man for Hillsdale? Because it seems like everything you're drawing up defensively has been picked apart by this team.
Just short. Cale fighting for it, gets it, and then we'll get a jump ball. Rebound will go to Cale Lewis, but change of possession will be the 4th turnover for the Falcons. Cale Lewis right now, unofficially, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks.
Yeah. Honestly, could probably have a little bit more if you give him some grace on some of the deflections he's had.
Speaking of deflections, this is going to be a tough inbounds for Chippewa here. Right in the corner. Not many angles to get it in.
And go over the top. That's what they do.
Bendon unable to get there. Oh, almost a double dribble. Oh, and a late foul call coming, as Gage Barker will get called for his first foul in his first moments. He had been out 6, so coach giving him some minutes at least. We'll see how many minutes he's able to play, but I mean, that flu bug going around the state of Ohio has just been nuts.
Yeah. I think we've all been hit by it here at the OH Report.
Thankfully for me, it was just like sinuses, not the rest that people like Knox Lewis and the Falcons have seen. Second free throw doesn't drop, but an offensive board, and it's a 3-point possession. Hughes with his 5th point, and it's down to 7. If you're Chippewa, if you keep it about this point by the half, you'll be in good shape, as that's going to be a foul against the Chips.
Kale was fighting for the ball there on that entry pass. If he wasn't fighting for that pass, he had a wide open backdoor. I believe it was McFadden who was going to have an easy layup, but Chippewa's pressure forces it to just be a foul.
Ferguson will set up the offense here. 2:15 left in the half. Into the lane, underhand doesn't drop, and the Chips get another stop. Almost turned over there, but Riggenbach gets around his defender. Looking inside, gets it behind the head, layup goes.
And
Gasser's got it.
Just a 5-point game.
First field goal for him, under 2 to play. It's back to a 5-point game. Knox Lewis sitting at the scorer's table waiting to check back in. McFadden patiently waiting, gets it off to Kale. Coming up on 90 seconds left in the half. Back out to Hayden. Bennett standing in the corner waiting for a pass, but he's closely guarded. Now it's Ferguson. Works his way through, extra pass inside. What a dime.
And if your teammate is low in Ferguson and you're a big fella, you got to stay ready. That's a great job by Gage. Anticipating a tough pass from his sophomore teammate.
Now he's got a pick, almost. Yes. Barker showing out here. 1 minute left, 7-point game. Looking to get this back to double digits possibly. Backdoor to Hayden. Musling, gets it to Kale. That's a walk.
Started a vacation there at the top of the key.
1, 2, 3, whoops.
Maybe even 4 there.
Yeah. I saw they have things set up for a dance this weekend, maybe the winter formal, getting a little into it a little early here.
He must have been practicing earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what else? Did Hillsdale had school today, didn't they?
I believe so. Into the lane, kick back out to Telloni. Telloni floats and gets it. 11 for him. 5-point game. Yes. Most likely a final shot situation. Falcons, if they don't get a tie-up, will get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. Oh, pickpocket. Riggenbach, but gets it right back. As Ferguson said, no, you're not getting that from me. Into Knox. Gets his own rebound, but doesn't fall.
Chip's got numbers down the floor.
2 seconds. Heave. Too much, and that'll do it for the half. A lot of action here in this second quarter. Jonathan, is the Falcons had it up to as much as 12, but the Chips, staying composed, have it down to 5. We'll take a break, be back with some highlights and our halftime report after this.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again? Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Baroni, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Why would you throw that?
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
When in Philly.
Works every time.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Tonight's WCAL action brought to you on the OH Report and the NFHS Network thanks to our generous sponsors. Bendon, currently based in Ashland, Bendon develops creative, engaging products that spark imagination and fun. Currently, Bendon stands as the top producer of coloring and activity books in the world. Simonson Construction Services, from concept to completion, we can help you make a plan, refine your vision, and build a path for success. Heffelfinger's Meats Incorporated. Heffelfinger's Meats out of Jeromesville, Ohio, established in 1934. They specialize in retail and wholesale beef and pork. Contact them at 419-368-7131. Go Falcons. Village Point Market, local store, discover more. The AMVETS post-1969, a nonprofit organization serving our veterans and community. We wish the Falcons the best of luck this season. And PepsiCo, food, drinks, and smiles. Thank you all for allowing us to bring you this game to you folks on the OH Report and the NFHS Network. After some first half highlights, we'll be back with the Bendon Halftime Report. back here inside the Bendon halftime report. Your score at the break. The Hillsdale Falcons 32, the Chippewa Chipps 27. Travis Berardi back here with Jonathan Langdon. And, well, you see it right there. 2011, the last time the Falcons won a conference championship. They are in the hunt as of today. And, well, they're doing what they need to do right now, Jonathan, as we take a look at the halftime stats, leading 32-27. Rebounding, check. Turnovers are even, but they're able to hit some buckets. They also have Chippewa in a bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, and they led by as much as 15 in this game. That's a big thing to note. But the Chips have done a great job staying with it, just continuing to pressure on against these Falcons. I think Hillsdale's thrown a lot defensively at Chippewa, and for the Chips to only be down by 5, it just speaks to how well they've been able to answer to all of the presses, all of the zones, and really all of the sort of looks that Coach Ferguson has drawn up for this group. And Chippewa, I mean, if they're this close right now, who knows what it's going to be at the end of the game.
Scoring first for Chippewa, Telloni leads everybody with 11. 2 from Riggenbach, 2 from Gasser, 2 from Blaz, 5 from Hughes, 3 from Hall. As for the Falcons, 12 points from Cale Lewis, 5 points from Troy Bennett, 5 points Lowen Ferguson, 4 for Knox Lewis, 2 for Barker, 2 for Haven. We talked about their chances. Well, here is what it looks like right now in the WCAL. Smithville upset by Chippewa last week. Hillsdale, their two losses to Waynedale, short man, and then they had that loss in overtime to Smithville. That's all they have. Norwayne, 2 losses were to Hillsdale and Smithville. This is what needs to be done for the Falcons. They need to win out. They need to beat Smithville at Smithville. They need to beat Norwayne here and win out in the conference season. And then they need Norwayne to knock off the Smithies. And that's their lone way of getting to the conference championship. It would be a 3-way tie.
Hey, they're cool with sharing it as long as they get to that title. And this kid right here, Cale Lewis, going to try his best to help them win out and at least win tonight.
12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks unofficially for QB1. And we're underway in quarter number 3. Ferguson gets it to Knox, handoff back to Lowen. Lowen floats it off the glass and in. Beautifully executed there.
Love how his game has evolved ever since I saw him in the regional tournament last year. He's turned into a scorer, which is something that was unexpected for me personally coming in.
Right back at you, though. Cam Hall with his 6th point. And it's bound to 4. Back door. McFadden, it's closed off quickly. Skips it to Bennett for 3. Bennett has an answer.
Yeah, Bennett, of course, has been fighting some health issues with that high ankle sprain he had earlier on in the season. But he's back, and he's fully contributing to this offense in this game.
A welcome sight there as the Falcons hit their 3rd 3 of the game, and then they force a turnover, the 7th against Chippewa. In transition, spin a little short. There's Cale to clean it up, but he can't get it. He'll get a 3rd attempt. Back out Bennett. Does he have back-to-back 3s? No. Knox gets the board.
What a board.
Out to Ferguson. No. And finally, no, it's not. Cale in to Bennett. Now Knox. That'll be a jump ball.
And if I'm the coach for Chippewa, the second you get this basketball back, I'm calling a timeout. That is unacceptable there. Just fortunate enough for them to get out of that without giving up any points.
Cale with 2 offensive boards there. Knox with 1. Cale's 2 points away, 2 rebounds away from a double-double.
I mean, he's averaging a double-double this year.
Yes, he is.
It's a great elevator screen.
Yes, it is. The opposite way, though. Usually you see it going to the top of the key. This time it was through it. Over to Hall, who just hit a 3. Along the baseline, skip back out to Hughes. There's the left side attempt, and it's good again.
This is a really well-coached team. They're doing a great job distributing the basketball, and then also defensively still keeping the pressure up.
Ferguson turns it over in transition. 5-0 run. Back comes Ferguson all the way, an extra pass to Kale. Kale's blocked. No, it's a foul. A lot going on there.
Yeah, Telloni's got a full smile on his face. He thought he got this clean, and I think I agree with him.
Kale hits the first. First point of the second half. Kale misses the second, but Haven is there. And a jump ball. They forgot to change the arrow over there. It will be Hillsdale ball. So a chance to extend on the 1-point score. This could be a 3 or 4 point possession. Around to Ferguson. They want 4 out of it. They won't. Strong rebound that time by the Chips, and that's what they're going to have to do the rest of the way. They trail by 3. Jump pass. That's a kick. That's the right call. And it'll stay. But what a start here for Chippewa in the second half, Jonathan. A couple made threes, a steal, transition bucket, and they're right back in this.
And that's all after taking a big punch to the gut, allowing 3, I think even 4 offensive rebounds in one possession. They've done a good job weathering the storm today.
Counted in 1. Luke Blaz got the toilet bowl to work. It'll be Knox Lewis's first.
This could tie it up. Man, what a great comeback.
We're tied.
Down by as much as 15 in this game.
5 for Blaz. 38 all. Bennett. Out to Haven. Into Knox. Straight away. I don't know how he made that.
Just went straight up with the basketball. He was bigger than the defender. Easy bank shot, I guess.
6 points, 8 rebounds for Knox. 40-38. This was a 4-point game at Chippewa earlier this season. Won by the Falcons.
Good job by
Bennett gets the jump ball. It'll stay, but it will change the arrows. We look at, Knox had a hand right in his face, and he's still just so strong with it to get the bucket.
And you could tell he's gotten in his practice in that painted area. Anything he throws up, he feels 100% confident in, no matter how drenched he is in coverage.
Gets in, fade away, true. Cam Hall is having a second half. He already has 8 points in the half. It's 40 all. Ferguson.
Oh.
No looker. Wow.
Travis, I don't think I'm going to submit too many top plays for my games. You've got like 5 of them here. I think we're good for the weekend.
Good grief. 3 for the lead, but Chippewa answers back, and they have their first lead of the game.
Get your popcorn, gentlemen. This is going to be a great finish.
5 threes now for the Chips. 43-42. Ferguson. I don't know how he was able to get control of that and still flick it in, but he did.
I just don't have any more questions. I'm just letting them answer everything that comes up in my mind with this third quarter.
Quick release 3. That's going to be a bit short. Kale will get his 9th rebound of the game. Lowen all the way in. Does he have back-to-back? He doesn't, but Kale has his 10th rebound, a double-double, and he's going to go to the line. It's going to be Riggenbach called for his second foul, and Lewis will go into the free throw zone. Off the mark.
Well, Travis, this is my first game in the WCAL that I've covered this year. Is this kind of the staple league games of what you typically see?
This is what we've seen, yep. Knock them out, back and forth, basketball. That couldn't have been drawn up any better. Telloni, 45-44. I mean, that's transition at its best right there. Kale now looking for a screen from his brother.
You notice something? Chippewa's got their first lead in some time.
Yes, only their second lead of the night, both coming here in the third quarter. Haven takes the three, loses the handle, turnover, 8th by the Falcons. All the way into the lane, way off the mark, and they're one and done. 3-on-2. Kale back out the low and they'll reset with 2:40 left in the third. Ferguson looking for the screen. They really haven't done the pick and roll yet tonight, but still been able to put up points, trailing by 1. Kale into the lane, gets the defender off him, but he could not finish. Here comes Hall. No look pass. Closed out though. Telloni for 3. Short. And McFadden will get the board.
Yeah, he rushed that one. Wanted to get a nice momentum play. Just Hillsdale's going to have a chance to take the lead back.
Under 2 to play in the third quarter. 45-44 Chippewa. Haven gets the screen. He'll float it again. That one will be short though. But that's going to get knocked out of bounds by Chippewa. Another break for the Falcons. That time, the Ferguson floater didn't work for Haven, but he got bailed out.
Teammates got in each other's way there. The Chips are going to be unfortunate. It's going to be unfortunate if the Chips give up any points here.
Haven to McFadden. Gets the screen, skips it to Kale. Back over to Hayden. They're trying to isolate Knox. That gets deflected back out to McFadden. They finally do get it to Knox, but it's too much, and that's a tackle and a foul. That'll be the second on Knox Lewis.
Good form tackling if you're trying for a goal line stand.
So some substitutions for Chippewa, and they'll get the ball back with 84 seconds left in the third and a 1-point lead. They've led by 1 twice in this game, both coming in this quarter. Hughes into the corner and Telloni. Extra pass inside, spin, float, no. Haven with the board. Now Ferguson gets the screen, kind of runs into that screen. Good ball fake by McFadden over the Knox, but Knox traveled. Just too much shuffling going on in there.
And I mean, the second that Hayden went in to drive, all 5 Chips stepped into the painted area. They respect him as a slasher, and that causes for clogged space, forces a last-second decision.
And now a Chippewa timeout. 18-12 is the quarter for the Chips. Falcons looking, like we said, to remain in contention for the conference, but also looking to remain towards the top of the Northeast District RPI, where going into Tuesday at least, they were 5th. They dropped down to 6th after a Medina Christian Academy win, but this is how close it is. They can get to that 4 spot. The Northeast District is broken up into 4 different districts that you can choose. So if you get that 4th spot, they will be able to probably be the highest seed wherever they choose, unless they want to go after a McDonald, a Heartland Christian, or a Fairport Harding.
I mean, with the grit this team has, I wouldn't be surprised if they do try to go after a McDonald or a Fairport Harding, because this team, when it comes down to the postseason, they tend to have great success.
Despite their losses, the Tri-Way and Waynedale, Smithville as well, they still got bonus points added to their win percentage because they play teams ahead of Division 7 where they sit. Division 6, 5. Tomorrow morning they'll play a Division 4 Johnstown team. Transition unable to be handled though, so they can't get the easy shot off.
And that's
almost a 5-second call.
Ooh.
That was called by the ref all the way on the other side.
It's going to be on McFadden. It's his second.
Just a little bump there. It's going to be 3 free throws for Telloni to give them a chance at a 2-possession lead at the end of the quarter.
Are you sure that's 3? I thought it was inside the 3-point line.
I thought I saw
there.
them do the 3. I don't know. Telloni's first. No good.
Want to take a look at it again? Yeah, I thought that foot was on the line. It's awfully close, but the official that made the call obviously couldn't see from his angle, and the official near side wasn't looking at the feet.
So it was 2, and he missed them both. So no harm, no foul there for the Falcons. Final 30 seconds, they trail by 1. Ferguson will back things off. And again, if they can get the last shot here, they'll get the ball to start quarter 4. They got the ball to start every quarter tonight. If they can get a bucket here, it'll be a little bit more momentum as well. Backdoor cut. What a play. Troy Bennett. On the other end, spin before the buzzer is no good, and Cale Lewis gets the rebound. So the Falcons, because of this backdoor cut bucket by Troy Bennett, will have a 1-point lead with the ball when we start money time.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
What time is it, Jonathan?
It is money time, good sir.
Not quite the witching hour as on the Joe Zone, Red Zone, but it is where checks can be cashed, conference hopes can stay alive, or another upset in the money. Falcons.
Did you come up with that on the fly?
Yeah, I did actually. Oh, one and done rebound, but it's going to be a travel after. Just shuffled that pivot foot a little bit.
It's a good call.
And Hillsdale will keep possession here, 10 seconds into the fourth, up 1. Into Knox, back out McFadden. He'll drive to the lane. Euros puts it up. Knox gets the board. He puts it up. Give it to him in 1. Tenth point for Lewis, 9th rebound for him. He's about to have a double-double.
That's tough. That's the definition of tough right there. That's the best we've seen in this game on the glass.
Knox 57% from the charity stripe, but he hits that one. 11 for him. 49-45 Falcons, and McFadden. Look out. Showtime. No! Good grief. Into the corner. Telloni makes them pay.
Whenever you have a missed dunk like that, you got to answer on the other end, and that's exactly what Chippewa
wow.
does.
Lowen all the way in, and a block will be called. Man, that was halfway down, but because he had the rim, it ran right back out. And Telloni with a huge bucket. That's a 5-point swing.
At the same time, though, he just picked up his 3rd foul, and he's starting to favor that left leg, as you can see.
McFadden over to Kale. Knox on the elbow. Out to Bennett. Minute gone by in the 4th. Ferguson gets it back to Hayden.
This has been an action-packed minute, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Bennett lost it, nutmegged the defender, but turned it over. What a Euro step, what a bucket!
Whoa, what is happening right now here from Hillsdale? That's a crazy play.
Cam Hall, 50-49.
He's having a half of his life, I'll tell you what.
Bennett gets the pick and roll. Knox gets his own board. He's got a double-double. Muscles up, doesn't get the and one, but he will get more free throws.
I know we're going to show the foul here, but after this first shot, can we see that reverse again?
Yes, we'll see it after the bucket. First against Cam Hall. Got it. Tie game, and here is. I mean, he threw up a prayer and answered.
I don't think that was a prayer. That was a calculated risk. And it equaled a bucket that time.
Oh, and a break for the Falcons once again. $50 with 6 minutes left. Knox puts it off of nothing. And it's rebounded by Chippewa. They'll look to get the lead back. A foul will happen. Haven called for the foul. Didn't let him land, and that's the reason why we're getting 3 free throws coming up for Cam Hall.
If they come out and win this game, you're looking at Exhibit A, reason 1 right here. He has been phenomenal here in the second half.
Chipps lead again.
Grunt of his scoring has come here in the second half.
2 for 2. Misses the 3rd, but an offensive rebound, put back, tipped, it goes. Telloni. And we'll get a foul. But watch the replay here. Now, I have a question. That was still on the cylinder. Is there no offensive interference in high school basketball?
There is, but very rarely do officials officiate games that they have to make that call, so a lot of times they're not looking for it.
It's into Ferguson. 4-point game. Lowen just throws it up. No. Knox gets it stripped right out. Chipps up by 4 now. Good cut inside to Telloni. Extra pass. Scooped. No. Rebound by Kale. 3-on-2. Gets it to McFadden. McFadden muscles up and gets it to fall.
But this is where your game's been really good all the way up to this point. Got to get out in transition.
4th point for McFadden, and that won't drop.
Yep, run it, run it.
Over to Kale. Kale, tie game and 1. Just like that, the Falcons back at you.
They can't keep up with you in the fast break. That's why you got to run. Trust your veteran point guard. He's a sophomore. He's a veteran, but and get it to your big fellas who have eaten all night long in the painted area.
Timeout, Chippewa. 54-54, and a bit of foul trouble now for the Chips. Hughes with 3, McNabb with 3, Telloni with 3. And the Falcons for the rest of the game also in the bonus, Jonathan.
Yeah, and all of that has happened in the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. We've still got 5 minutes left of whatever we're seeing here tonight from this WCAL craziness.
We'll show you the last 4 buckets of this. Back and forth. There's that I don't know how that fell bucket. The answer on the rim, and then 2 by the Falcons right back at you.
I'll say you're going to be busy in production tonight. If you want to fend off any of your work to me, I'm free.
Back inside the free throw zone. Falcons lead again. Cale's second point of the second half. Elbow jumper, no, and Bennett gets the board. Ferguson.
If I'm Hillsdale, I'm attacking Telloni. He's got 3 fouls. You've still got 5 minutes left. If you can get him out of this game, that's going to be huge for your chances to win this one.
Bennett thought about the 3. We'll pull it back. Coming up on the midway point. Gets it to McFadden. Looking for the curl. Gets it to Cale. Cale up. Deflected. They'll say a jump ball. And that'll be a change of possession.
Yeah. We don't have the best look at it on our camera, but
if he had all ball, that's...
Yeah. Official had the best angle in the gym. Not a lot of fans are going to like it, but I respect the call.
So the Chips only trail by 1 into this possession. Turned over, and a timeout by Lowen Ferguson. The first by the Falcons. 9th turnover on the Chips, and that's a big one.
That's a great IQ play. Whenever you go deep into the tournament, you play in some high-stakes games, that's what you learn, and that's exactly what Lowen put to practice. And his Falcons right now lead it by 1.
Once again, want to welcome everybody watching tonight on the OH Report and the NFHS Network. If you're watching on the OH Report, let us know where you're watching from. Give us a shout-out. We'll shout you out here in the final 3:59 of this one. This is a WCAL evening for basketball. Not only do we have the Falcons taking on the Chips here tonight, Waynedale's at Doughton, Northwestern's at Norwayne, Smithville at Rittman. So barring any major upsets, this is the one game to be looking for in the standings.
Yep, you could call it your game of the night. These two teams have been exchanging blow for blow all game long, and it's a shame somebody's going to have to lose today.
Ferguson fighting against some defense, gets by him.
Falcons are in the bonus the rest of the way, so they're going to attack.
Knox traveled, yeah. It's a late call, but it was the right one. You see the stutter right there.
It's like he tried to do a toe tap. Tried to get 2 feet in bounds. He was clearly in bounds. Didn't need that.
So turnover after a turnover, and it's back to the position we were about 30 seconds ago. Oh, and another turnover. Starting to add up here. Ferguson gets off the defender there. So we're at 3:30 left. Into the lane. Ball fake, spins, puts it up, and in. (57-54). Hughes. Now to Riggenbach. Gets it inside to Telloni. Looking for the tie. No. And Knox gets the board.
Get up your physicality if you're Chippewa. Hillsdale's going to come right at you. Why not just do the other thing on the other side? Don't settle for threes. Get good looks inside.
Knox on the dish is fouled. And Ferguson's just dishing out no look after no look. Watch this on the Heffelfinger meets replay. That'll be the 4th foul on McNabb. Knox hits the first.
Well, Knox missed a game earlier in the year against Waynedale where they ended up losing in crunch time.
Yes.
I'm sure he's glad that we're in a situation like this so he can step up for his team.
Talked to him before the game. He said, I am ready to go. And right now he's putting up possibly MVP numbers for this team on the night. 5-point Falcon lead as we're under 3 to go. Oh, and miscommunication. Unforced error, 11th turnover on the Chips. Now a huge possession for the Falcons here, Jonathan, as they can really extend this lead and get some space. Ferguson from the free throw line does just that. Seven-point lead.
Oh, what a pick.
Oh, and a pick by Knox.
He saw that same crossover move like 2 possessions ago, and he reads it perfectly.
Behind the back is Ferguson. Fights, throws it up, short. Oh, big 3 here for Chippewa, but it's airballed. Ferguson. I saw Lewis, calling for the timeout, and Knox is going to get it. And here's the whole play, Jonathan, is it kind of he could have taken another second to get that shot off, but rushed it a bit. Ferguson gets the board. Lewis gets the timeout. And with 2:04 remaining, it's a 7-point lead. I feel like the first one, you had the unforced error with 2:45. They didn't have to rush as much. You're only down 7 points. A bucket there gets it to 2 possessions with plenty of time, but it seems like Chippewa's just pushing it a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think Chippewa, they're starting to fold here under pressure, and that's not what we're used to seeing out of these Chips. Usually, if it gets down to it at the end, they're going to rise up and make some noise, make some big upsets like they have earlier on in the year. But right now, it just seems like offensively, they're turning the ball over in tight moments, and then defensively, they're not getting back, and they're letting Hillsdale have some good looks at the rim.
Falcons without Porter Borman tonight, usually a starter, but Jake Havens filled in well. The Falcons have only played 2 games with a full starting lineup that they wanted. There's the steal, and there's a good bucket by the Chips to keep this one alive. And then a foul. Here's the whole sequence as the Falcons are going to come down to the other end and get free throws.
Yep, good foul call. Gotta love the aggression we're seeing out of Chippewa, though, as they're trying to crawl back late.
But the best free throw shooter in the conference now at the line. The Falcons have only had 9 practices where everybody was 100% healthy.
And that's a crazy number because I think back to my playing days and how many practices we had with everybody playing. I don't even remember how many, but the fact that you can count on 2 hands how much this team has played together.
Ferguson goes 0 for 2, but Cale Lewis gets a big rebound. And an offensive foul.
Even myself up at the gym at the top of the rafters could see that was an offensive foul. You see him lower the shoulder. Take a look at this again.
And who is it? Troy Bennett.
I mean, his ankle's not hurt. Everything else in his body should be good to go. Took a good shot there.
61-56. 90 seconds left. Ferguson works his way through a double screen.
Good job not taking that 3.
No look, deflected, but out of bounds, and it will stay.
McFadden was very well in his right to take a corner 3 right there, but he wisely let off, let the clock tick a little bit longer, and Hillsdale still with the basketball.
Lowen looking for Cale, throws it out to Bennett. 1:20 left. Troy gets it to Knox, fakes the pass, back out to Hayden. Now to Troy, fakes the 3 along the baseline, but he stepped on the baseline, turnover.
That's a risky run. Trying to get aggressive, driving to the basket.
You can see it clearly there on the replay by Heffelfinger meets. So 70 seconds remain, but this Game is still up for grabs. Don't need a 3 here yet. Telloni kicks it back out. Hall now trying to get open for a 3, but unable to. 50 seconds left. They'll reset with Hughes. The clock's still running. Trying to set up the 3. It's deflected, saved, but turned over. And Ferguson is fouled. That's just, we were talking about them rushing earlier. Chippewa maybe taking too much time there. And then they couldn't get into anything.
Good case of overcorrection. That happens a lot in huddles, especially at the high school level. You go into a huddle and say, hey, we're rushing things, take our times. But now at the point, you're at the point, it's do or die in these next couple of possessions.
After a very rare 2 misses in a row by Ferguson, he hits this one to make it a full 2-possession game. This is the even more important one with 39 seconds left. This could extend it to 3 possessions if he can hit this.
Yep, make this one. And now Chippewa.
No.
Chippewa needs to score in this possession.
And they turn it over. Trying to push it. And just could not get the ball.
And if the student section for Hillsdale hadn't started chanting "Start the buses," I probably would have said something along that line here.
Who's that off of? That's off of the Falcons. So you could say maybe a little bit of karma for that early.
Oh, yeah. Now, if you're the Chips, they're going to call a timeout here and draw something up. That's smart.
Yes, it is.
But, I mean, Telloni has not been used much here these last few minutes. In fact, they've been putting him up on the elbows, catching passes, looking to play make for his teammates. But I think you got to start looking his way again. And then also bring in Hall. Hall had a great start to the second half. We haven't seen his name mentioned too much as of the last few minutes. Those are the 2 guys I'm looking at to try to create their own shots here.
Telloni with 19 points in this game.
Hall's got 15.
Those are your 2 leading scorers for this Chippewa squad. That 17.9 per game for Telloni. Hall with 10. Hughes 9 points per game.
And I say that with Telloni creating his own shot, but I think if you're in the huddle here and you're the head coach, you're throwing your money play in right here. You're throwing in a play that you have practiced a lot and you know can get you a bucket in a tight spot to get you closer.
I mean, you can extend this game out if you can get a quick 2 here. But they're right on that line of extending the game or going for a 3 to cut this to a 1-possession game.
I think you take the easy looks if you can get them.
Riggenbach gets the inbounds. It's out to Hughes. Gets it inside to Telloni. Got it.
Yep, there's that money play. Great job by the inbounder, just running back into play, losing his man.
And then a foul on Ferguson. He'll go to the line. Yeah, it's just a great pass. Bennett not fouling there. And now it'll be Lowe and Ferguson with a chance to get those 2 points right back. 14 points for him so far here tonight.
I believe this is going to be a violation if Lowen misses. I thought Chippewa was in late on that free throw. They had a player run in as Lowen was catching the basketball. Good break if you're the Chips.
5-point game. (63-58) into the lane. Hughes got it. 3-point game.
Great decision. Take the layups.
And the foul will go as McFadden will go to the line. And that's what we just said. If they make that bucket, extend this game out, Hillsdale goes 1 for 2. Quick bucket again, and now it's a 1-possession game, 14.4 left. McFadden, 73% from the charity stripe. First free throws of the night, he makes the first. That's a big one. It makes it a 2-possession game once again. 11 of 18 so far from the line tonight are the Falcons. Make it 12 of 19. So now this is maybe a quick 3 here. Ball fake, there's the 3. And it goes. Timeout Chippewa with 4.2.
Now you're going to start playing the hack-a-shack. I don't want to say hack-a-shack, but if you're Chippewa, you're in this huddle deciding who you want to foul. Because Hillsdale's in the bonus. Heck, even if you foul in the inbound,
yeah,
you get your pick.
This one coming down to the wire. 2 free throws from somebody, you're thinking. For the Falcons, though, they still have 3 timeouts remaining. You see the dots next to their name on our scoreboard.
When it comes to who you foul, I think the answer to that is anyone but Lowen Ferguson.
And you know, Coach Ferguson drawing something up to get him open. Now McFadden as well. Just hit 2 free throws. He's over 70% as well from the line.
But I still think you run that risk. There's one player. Most coaches, when they're looking at this, there's always one guy that they're looking to not have the basketball. Anybody else they'll live with, they'll take their chances with, and I think Lowen's going to be that kid that you're going to see a lot of pressure on in this inbound. But fortunately, it looks like they're going to go to him as the inbounder. But you never know. They could go with a quick pass back to him. 4 seconds left.
Is somebody going to go out of bounds and catch it? And there's a quick foul.
That's exactly what you do. Foul before the clock even starts running.
It'll be on Blaz.
I'm surprised a lot of teams don't do that more often.
So it's Knox with a chance to ice the game. He'll need to make both. Door stays open for Chippewa if he makes one or misses both. And he's short on the first.
Whew. Felt the breeze on that.
So here's the big one. Short again. Rebound. Going the other way with 2.9. Wow. Lewis could not get the rebound.
Not the bonus. That's the break if you're Hillsdale.
And they have no timeouts remaining either. This is where, if he catches it facing the other way, you foul him. You take time off.
Officials are going to convene here. I think they want to figure something out. And this is a good break for Chippewa because they're going to get to talk while the officials meet.
Are they asking where the ball should be inbounded?
Yeah, because the foul is above the three-point line towards Hillsdale's bench. So I think this should be a sideline out.
Let's take a look at this.
I believe this should be right in front of Hillsdale's bench.
And it is. So that's a tough angle down the line. He's going to have to go across court or with somebody running backwards. This is where somebody catches it. They have to be going forward. The shot at the buzzer goes! Chippewa's tied it!
Their execution has been flawless all game long. Breaking presses, breaking pressure. And we just saw the culmination right there that sends us to OT.
65 all. We go to extra basketball. We got fans down here saying, why didn't they foul? It's because Chippewa's going towards the bucket, and if they start going into a shooting motion, they get free throws.
Yep.
That's why you need them to catch it away from the ball.
But that's perfect execution. And I think I like that move from, I don't know, that's a good, from Bennett. You can make your suggestions in the comments, but I think I like Bennett just backing off there and not letting an and one happen. Because he was beat the second that Hall went past him.
65-65. The second time a late bucket is forced overtime against Hillsdale. Smithville did it. Falcons win the tip, and Cale Lewis will control. What a game this has been.
Free basketball. Let's go.
Ferguson gets to the baseline. And a foul. It's going to be an inadvertent whistle, I believe. You heard the whistle, did you not? I did too, and that's why everybody stopped. I thought there was a foul or on the line. They kept playing.
So nothing's going on the board, so it's a reset here on the baseline for Hillsdale.
As if this game couldn't get any more crazy. Falcons will inbounds. Gets it to Kale. Back to Ferguson. He'll back it out. "35 seconds gone by in OT. Still on the opening possession of overtime. Back out. And that's off of Chippewa. And he'll stay again with Hillsdale. Almost a steal. Both teams get a timeout back as well in overtime. Kale walked. Take a look at the replay.
It's a frustrating one, especially here in overtime. Turnover starting to pile up for Hillsdale. All momentum, I would say, right now is on Chippewa's side, especially if they score here.
Works it around to Hughes, into the corner. Back out to Telloni for three, way off the mark.
Some of these shots from Chippewa late stretch have not looked pretty at all.
Knox with rebound number 12. Ferguson all the way in. Off the glass and in. Hillsdale leads again. 6-7, 6-5. And on the other end, the bucket does not drop, but a chance to tie things up.
Got to get back. Chippewa's answered too many times late stage in this game just by beating the Falcons down the floor.
So Telloni to the line to try and tie this up. We've never had double 6-7s. Just saying, folks. And we still won't. (67-65) in OT. Telloni misses them both, and Ferguson gets the board. Tough break there for the Chips. Falcons can get this to 2 possessions. Ferguson floats in off the side. No, Kale gets the board. No, it's Knox with it, and that's out of bounds on the Chips.
And that's what's been missing today from Hillsdale in the second half. They did such a good job winning the rebound battle in the first 2 quarters. That has disappeared here as of late, but now if the Falcons can get it back in overtime, that's a big advantage for Hillsdale.
Into the corner, Bennett. He'll drive into the lane. He'll put it up and in. (12 for Bennett, 69-65. Oh, good screen on the other end. And a foul. You take a look at the whole sequence here.
It's one of the fun things about overtime is those fouls that you accumulate in the fourth quarter, they carry over into overtime. So any foul that we see from the Falcons is going to send them to the line. It's one of those underrated rules.
Yes. Ferguson makes the first. 3-point game. 70-67. He got them both. Ferguson with 19. Falcons with 4 in double figures. That is Hillsdale basketball. However, Chippewa's got 2 with over 20 points, 3 in double figures to cancel it out. It is a 4-point Falcon lead, though, as we approach 90 seconds left in OT. Ferguson all over Riggenbach.
Wow.
And he gets the steal. Spins through 2 defenders. Into the lane, floats it. Yes!
It's a Lowen-Ferguson overtime game, at least to this point.
We have 2 Lewises with a double-double. We got Lowen-Ferguson with 21 and clutch in OT. Who's MVP if Hillsdale wins? That's going to be a foul on Kale.
Well, if they win here in overtime, I got to feel like it's Lowen with what he's doing here to help them break out to this now 6-point lead.
Telloni back to the line after missing his last 2 free throws. Can get this back down to 4 points, and he misses another one. Now, you did say he was kind of limping earlier. Could that be throwing off the free throw shooting here late?
It just seems like he hasn't been comfortable since that injury that was early 4th quarter.
Gets that one to drop.
But, I mean, they haven't needed him to get to this point. But maybe they need him to come back to get back in the game.
Full court pressure by the Chips, almost picked, but McFadden, the wide receiver, gets it now down to his quarterback, and that's to Bennett. This reset with 1 minute to go.
Great defense.
And a timeout, Ben Ferguson. They got the extra timeout to start OT, so that'll put Hillsdale down to 3 once again. Chippewa does have a timeout as well, but...
Are you not entertained tonight?
Are you not entertained, folks? It's been the Ferguson show, like you said, Jonathan. And I mean, he is fearless inside the paint. You got the Bennett take. And then Lowen again. He uses the back side of the rim to his advantage a lot.
He does.
It just dies on that and falls in.
And it's impressive, especially for a kid that at his height, that he's able to play around with the rim as he does, because that's typically something you see from a big fella that knows where to put it on the rim.
It's a 5-point Falcon lead, 73-68. They will inbounds on the sideline with 61 seconds remaining. Into McFadden, backdoor to Kale. Ball fakes, extra pass to Knox, and he gets fouled, so he'll go to the line. That was near disaster there for the Falcons as well, as Knox almost lost that out of bounds.
That's an interesting choice to pass through that double. Usually when you're going block to block on a pass, it doesn't look like that usually.
That's the 5th on Hughes. This is what the Falcons are playing for. Life in the conference still. 2 games behind Smithville. They still play Smithville once. They play Norwayne once. Norwayne still plays Smithville as well. So Hillsdale, if they win out in conference and Norwayne defeats Smithville, that's all they need to get a shared conference championship. That's all they can do. As Knox misses the first.
Tell you what, if they have practice, well, they're not going to have practice tomorrow because they got a game. But
yeah, they play in the morning.
Knox is going to be at the free throw line a lot.
He hits the second. Final 50 seconds of overtime number 1. Trying to get open for a 3. There it goes from Case and Leach, and it's airballed and rebounded by Kale Lewis, but he gives it up. Oh, big swipe. Free throws coming.
And he was going for the big momentum play. Hillsdale fans were going to go crazy if that was clean. But also, that's a frustration foul right there.
Third. They said the foul was actually on Knox Lewis.
We
That's
sure
his
about
fourth.
That? Take a look back. No chance.
That is Kale Lewis all the way.
And that's the fourth foul on Knox. So if they don't fix that, that could be detrimental.
Free throw drops. And there's the foul on Bennett. Leach will be called with the foul. That's his first.
It's one of those times where I wish I could just yell across the gym and tell the scorer's table, hey, you need to change that foul. Well, it looks like they already did. So it said 4 fouls, but now Knox is back down to 3. Kale's got 2.
Yes. And Knox knocks down the first. Hillsdale, 16 made free throws, only 8 by Chippewa. 8 of 14, Hillsdale 16 of 26.
Yeah, we've been here a lot today. 40 combined free throws.
Second one doesn't go, but an offensive rebound. Kale Lewis puts it in. That should do it.
Never say never. Chippewa got to this point because of some nice heroic efforts. Can we see him again?
Oh, Telloni. The 8th made 3 of the night.
What did I say? What did I just say?
5-point game. So
Are we ever going to leave?
So I'm going to have you tonight put together the best plays from this one, if you could.
Yeah, just send me your replays.
I will.
Put them in my folder.
This has been phenomenal. Look at this again.
That's a prayer. Answered.
High off the glass.
He's got 26 now, by the way.
Yeah. You want scoring here tonight. You're getting it. So, it's going to come down to made free throws again for Hillsdale. (77-72).
Well, Coach Ferguson wised up. He's going to have Knox inbound here so he can't get fouled before a pass.
Oh, and Ferguson's going to get wrapped around. No time off the clock. It'll be the third on Blaz. As you'll see, they just locked arms.
I'll tell you what, this has been a well-managed game. Even though Chippewa's down by 5, the coaching in this game has been great.
Yeah.
On the Chip side. Even though they're down by 5, they're still in this game.
Lucky bounce for low in there. The fans helping out. Troy Bennett is Case and Leach sneakily all the way back. 79-72. All the way in good. Ferguson bumped, fouled, but with 4.9, it's a 5-point game. Can I say it now, Jonathan?
I mean, I said it earlier, so I think it's better if you do it now.
This one's in the books. Falcons are going to win. But not without Chippewa hitting big shot after big shot to extend this out.
And this is about 25 minutes after we heard Hillsdale chant start the buses. So those buses are going to be awfully warm now.
Falcons, though, have hit 80. Final 3 seconds. The three is up. It is no good. The putback doesn't go either, and that's it. The Falcons will stay alive for another night in the WCAL after, I don't even know how to explain it, but Chippewa put up a heck of an effort once again against the top in the conference, but the Falcons this time prevail. 81-74 is the final. We'll take a break, talk to our MVP, and get back here with the post game after this.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again. Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Berardi, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
You're not the only one. This can be heavy. Tell me about your mother.
I want to break free.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Tonight's phenomenal game in the WCAL brought to you live on the OH Report and the NFHS Network thanks to our generous sponsors. Bendon, based in Ashland, Bendon develops creative and engaging products that spark imagination and fun. Currently, Bendon stands as the top producer of coloring and activity books in the world. Simonson Construction Services, from concept to completion, we can help you make a plan, refine your vision, and build a path for success. Heffelfinger's Meats. Heffelfinger's Meats out of Jeromesville, established in 1934. They specialize in retail and wholesale beef and pork. Contact them, 419-368-7131. Go Falcons. Village Point Market, local store, discover more. AMVETS post-1969, a nonprofit organization. Let me say that again. A nonprofit organization serving our veterans and community. We wish the Falcons the best of luck this season. And PepsiCo, food, drinks, smiles. Here are some highlights, and we'll be back with the postgame. Back here with our Village Point Market MVP. It is the man that took overtime and led the Falcons with 25 points. Most of those points coming in the second half. 20 to be exact in the second half and overtime. It is Lowen Ferguson. I was just saying, dude, why you got to keep doing this to me, man? I mean, these nail biters down to the wire, but finally you guys are able to pull one out after a couple tough losses. Just what was it like in the locker room after the game tonight? Because that was a big win against a very good team.
You know, we preached after the game. We had extremely good effort, and when we could put our heads down because we made critical mistakes, not making free throws. You know, Hayden had a dunk that he maybe should have took the layup, but we all just picked each other up, and Cale Lewis came in at the end of the second half and said, hey, all that stuff is behind us now. We got to go win a game. So a lot of credit goes to him for picking
And actually, I did see right after that layup went into force overtime, Cale clapping the hands, hey, we're still playing. And, I mean, him and Knox both double-doubles tonight.
Yeah.
But that's what you see. Knox, you know, the last time we were here, he was sick against Swaindale. You guys lost it. Talked to him before the game. He said he is ready to go. It seemed like he wanted to get back out here and help you guys get a win. And him and Cale inside is always another double-double for both. But that was big for you guys as well.
Yeah, it's huge. They've brought a lot to our team and rebounding and just all-around leadership. A lot of credit goes to them, and then a lot of credit goes to all of our teammates. We've really just all filled our roles, and I think we're starting to come together a lot.
Your dad, Coach, telling me before the game that Troy was going to get some sparring minutes. He played most of it. Yeah. How great was it to have him back out there, and how great was it to see him come back in and play like he's been playing all season, because he put some big points up for you tonight?
Yeah, he was really huge. I mean, it's super tough not being able to play for a month, maybe two, and coming back here and playing like he did tonight. I mean, he hit some huge threes, good ball handling in the second half, and it really helped having him on the court tonight.
I mean, how much fun is it for you to take it into the paint against a bunch of Redwoods and still put it up and in? I don't understand. Half of the time, I don't think this ball is going to go in, and somehow you just flick it up there. Just how are you able to do this, man?
A lot of practice, and I've been doing it for a long time, so I think it's just started to come natural, and it works out somehow. So, yeah.
Yeah, you guys put up a highlight film. We don't even have a play of the night. We're going to have plays of the night because you guys just went out there and put on a show. Big thing here. You win, you stay alive in the conference race now. You kind of own your own destiny. You need Norway to knock off Smithville, but next week it seems like you're getting everybody back and healthy. What's it going to take? I believe it's Tuesday night, right? To go to Smithville and hopefully get that revenge win to keep you guys in the race.
You know, that's a tough place to play. They're a very disciplined team, so we're going to have to be focused from the jump ball to the very last second that ticks off the clock. And we know we're going to have a good game plan going into that game, and I think we'll be successful.
Well, best of luck there on Tuesday. As always, lastly, if you want to look into the camera, give some shout-outs. Go for it, man.
I'd like to shout out Cale, Knox, Jake Haven, Troy Bennett, Gage Barker, and all my teammates. And I'd like to shout out the student section. They were great tonight, all the fans, and my family.
There you have it. Lowen Ferguson, a team-high 25 points. The Falcons, like John Travolta, staying alive in the WCAL. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Back here to wrap things up in the Bendon postgame show. Jonathan, first time this year in Hillsdale, and you were shown one heck of a basketball game. 81-74, final in overtime. Hillsdale survives.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be dog sitting right now, but the dogs left in the crate a little bit longer than I was expecting. Great overtime show win here today, and I'm glad to see the Falcons for the first time this year, and they didn't disappoint me. And I mean, I didn't pay to get in today, but if anybody that did got
absolutely.
Much more than they were expecting to get out of this game.
Yeah. Falcons 26-21 in twos, but 8 threes made by Chip. Once again, the three-point shot, keeping opponents in games, but this time it was the Falcons canceling it out from the free throw line. They went 20 of 31 from the charity stripe, while Chippewa only made it 14 times to the line, 8 of 14. The rebounding margin, once again, the Falcons almost doubled up Chippewa. Chippewa made a run early in the fourth quarter, cut it down. I think it was about 35-20 something like that. But then once you got to overtime, they just woke up. And when you have the brothers Lewis, both with double-doubles tonight, I mean, that's not only for a game like this, but once you get into the tournament time, having guys like that, having Lowe and Ferguson, this is a team that I would not be surprised made one of those runs to surprise a lot of people in Ohio.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're nitpicking tonight from this game, if you want to take one thing and decide what Hillsdale needs to work on after this, is defensively in the late stages, a lot of easy baskets for Chippewa that really helped them chip away and get back into this game. And then also the three-point shot. It was such a good luxury for your team to have last year, and it just seems like it's disappeared here these last couple of games. You're just going to have to find some shooters. Bennett's back. He's healthy. He's one of those guys that's going to help you become a threat from beyond the arc. So those two things, late-stage defense and then knocking down a three-pointer, that's going to get you into that deep postseason run that you're starting to forecast.
Here's the score by quarter in regulation. Hillsdale outscored Chippewa 16-9 in the overtime period. But, I mean, it was a big first half, but then that third quarter by Chippewa got them back in to lay up the force overtime, and then Lowe and Ferguson taking things over. So next up, well, Chippewa, they get Norwayne. That's a big one, too. They played with the best in the conference. They beat Smithville. They took Hillsdale overtime. You never know what they can do when they host Norwayne. And for the Falcons, well, they will play in 13 and a half hours up at Smithville. The Battle of the Berkey, they open it up against Division IV Johnstown Monroe.
That's a good Division IV
They're
team, too.
sitting one spot behind River Valley, third in their RPI in the region, in the Central District. So we'll see if the Falcons can get home, get to bed quick enough, and then they'll get good competition. But like I said, with the RPI now, with the bonus you get for playing teams ahead of you, they're going to get points no matter what. But getting a win tonight really boosts the RPI, keeps them in the top 5, and if they can pull off an upset tomorrow morning, they should be in that top 4 spot that could give them open choice of where they want to go for a possibility of back-to-back district championships.
And hey, also get used to Smithville, because you're going to get a chance to go play at the Berkey tomorrow in that game against Johnstown. You'll be right back there on Tuesday to play Smithville. Get used to those rims while you can.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need it against a team like Smithville that is so good this year.
Well, also, they'll most likely, Coach Ferguson did last year, district finals would most likely be at Smithville. It's one of two of the 3 spots that they could go would be at Berkey, with them being at home. But that'll do it for us. Here's a quick look at what we have coming up tomorrow. Keystone, Genoa, St. John's Jesuit, Big Walnut, Elyria, St. Francis de Sales. That'll be at the Battle of the Berkey. Or that won't be the Berkey, that'll be at the Berg. The Berg up at Margaretta. We'll have that little showcase for you. Galleon River Valley as well tomorrow night. And then next week, Fisher Catholic Danville.
Senior night
for the Blue Devils as they want to play for a district championship. Monroeville Western Reserve. And then Rittman will be here to take on the Falcons. But that, my friends, will wrap things up after a phenomenal basketball game here in Jeromesville. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible. Jonathan Langdon, welcome back to Jeromesville. Fun calling this one with you. He also ran the camera for us tonight, but yeah, what a great game. Simonson Construction Services, our scoreboard sponsor. Village Point Market, our MVP sponsor. Hayesville AMVETS, post-1969 for our timeouts and free throw sponsor. Bendon, pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor. Heffelfinger Meats, our instant replay sponsor. And our commercial sponsors, PepsiCo and Simonson Construction Services. Want to thank Jody Long and the fine folks here at Hillsdale for allowing us to be here all season long, as well as the OHSAA and the NFHS for allowing us to stream these games to you, the fans. Hillsdale survives a buzzer beater to force overtime, wins at 81-74 over Chippewa to keep their WCAL hopes alive. For Jonathan Langdon, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Jeromesville.